Coraline, released in 2009 with a budget of $60 million, took in worldwide $131 million, or at least a little over that. And then between Blu-ray, DVD, and other sales, this film continued to gross more than $70 million. You know, on its 15th anniversary, they were going to do something special, so they decided to turn it into a 3D event. How's it going out there, everyone? This is W.F.S. And today we're going to talk about Coraline, of course. 15-year-old Oscar-nominated movie passes major box office milestone as a re-release quickly lands in the top 5 on the charts. That is an amazing thing for something that's 15 years old. And there's some other things about this that we're going to talk about the article itself, but about something else that I learned today when my family wanted to go see this film. In my opinion, it blows my mind how they try to get away with something, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. Per Deadline, as of Saturday morning, the 15th anniversary re-release of Coraline is projected to earn a 3-day total of $11.4 million at the domestic box office over the weekend, landing at number 5 on the charts, below contemporary hits including Alien Romulus at number 1 and Deadpool Wolverine at number 2. Per Collider, this performance pushes its annual domestic box office total to $81 million, passing the $80 million milestone. This pushes its lead as the highest-grossing domestic movie produced by the studio Leica even further. As the second highest-grossing feature, Paranuma only earned $56 million domestically. Okay. Now, I may not have pronounced that last movie right, Paranuma, but still, let's take a look at that for a moment. In 3 days, a movie that's 15 years old has made $11.6 million. That's incredible, right? It's an amazing thing to hear of. Okay, so I'm not even going to go into the full paragraph here, because it's basically going to talk about how the actors' strike and the pandemic delayed a lot of movie productions, which is why they're releasing a lot of older movies. Coraline is performing well even by today's standards of recent trends in re-releases, even of movies that consistently outgross it in the original run. But you see, this is where I'm going to run into a problem with all this. This is all a great presentation, right? Screen Rant is out there telling everybody Coraline re-release performance is truly impressive. And again, those numbers are impressive. But there is something in this article that they're not telling you. And I think it's wrong what they did, but it's their movie and the studios did it anyway and the theaters allowed it to happen. I think this is wrong. It's kind of, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on this. Maybe they're fudging the numbers a little bit here. But earlier today, I was told by my kid's grandmother that they were attempting to go see this movie. And guess what? They couldn't get in, or rather they didn't want to get in for a movie that was 15 years old. Can you guess how much they were charging? Okay, now Coraline 15th anniversary, $15. They're charging $15 a seat for a movie that came out 15 years ago. Yes, they've remastered it. It's beautiful, the imagery and everything, but $15 a seat. Now, if you think I'm crazy about it, we'll take a look at various theaters. And we're going to stay in the same cinema right now, but again, 1:35 p.m., $15 seat. 11:10 a.m., $15 seat. Now, mind you, I'm looking at Coraline from the standard seats, not the fancy projectors, not the IMAX. So let's take a look at some of the better screens. Now, this is the real 3D one, and what's amazing me is look at how sold out this thing is. $15 a seat. Look how sold out this is. Now, why am I getting upset about this? Because how many of you have been out there and you've gone to re-releases of other films? Have they charged $15? No, they haven't, at least not that I've seen. Now, okay, I'm going to add something to this right here because, again, it's a remastered in 3D. I get that. They put a lot of money into remastering it into a 3D platform. Fine, I get that. But $15, that's ridiculous. That's why the numbers are so high. $11.6 million for a 3-day run. Now, what would this movie be if it was $5 a seat? All right, so I pulled it up at a different theater, and we have Coraline 15th anniversary, $15 seating. Okay, so first I want to congratulate them once again. 11.6 million is a great deal. It's an amazing thing, and you should be proud of that. What bothers me is the way the article presents itself. It makes it sound like they were charging you a regular price for a ticket, and it blew modern day films out of the water. That's not what happened here. They charge you at least 150% more for the watching of this film than they do anything else. That's why I believe this is deceptive. Instead of charging, I don't know, $6-7 for seeing this movie, they charged you 15. That's why it got so astronomically high. That's why it broke all the records it did, because of the $15. Have you seen Coraline? And I'm talking about when it first came out. And have you seen the remastered version? I'd love to hear your comments on it. I know it's a good movie. I enjoyed it. But I just don't think $15 is worth it. And again, the way the article presents it, to me, it presented it as they was just charging a standard rate to get into this movie. But boom, it blew all the records. But that's not what they did. Maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments on it. Drop your comments below. Let me know. Until the next time, my friends, God bless.